Hitting bumps and spilling it. Oh, speaking of, oh gosh. We got a lot of dumpsters we got to do today, so that's what we're going to do. We've got like 3 pickups and 2 or 3 deliveries today. First, this has got to go back to storage. We've got a couple yards we need to get mowed yet still, and we need to start prepping for our weekly Wednesdays barbecue, because that is tomorrow. I went shopping yesterday, but aside from that, I've pretty well done nothing to get ready for that. And we're doing chicken this week, which is, chicken's not new to me, but chicken's going to be a new thing I've ever put on my menu. We got leg quarters, so that's all got to be done up. But whatever, today's a dumpster video, not a barbecue video. So we're going to go grab dumpsters, move dumpsters. Tuesday's the day, man. We're doing dumpsters on Tuesday. Oh, we made it to the lot. See if we can't get this trailer put back in there. It goes right there, which is where I took it out of. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. I got a permanent scar on my truck while I was hooking this trailer up a few days ago. While trying to back in there, I rubbed it up against that green dumpster right there. So our goal today is don't do that again. And also, well, it's on the other side of my trailer. I was half asleep when I was driving, I guess, and I drug my trailer right up against a tree, and it's got some nice gouges down the other side of it. So I had a rough week, and I tore up my truck and my nice trailer. All right. See if we can get this in there on our first try. Wait for these cars to move. Man, I am ate up with chiggers or oak mites right now. Made up with something. Driving me up the wall. Stop it. I don't always do everything on the first try, but I do always back trailers up perfectly on the first try. Alrighty. Hey, there's my old truck. What's up?
What's up?
So, is it okay if I drop dumpster off over there today? Alright, have fun. Yeah, let me know if I can drop it off. Call them and let them know. Well, that was Christopher in my old truck. Man, this, you guys know what to do with like chiggers or anything? Does anybody have a remedy for that? Because I am ate up right now. The back of my legs are. Oh yeah, it's good. Also, until somebody gives me something better, this is the best anti-itch product I have found. So like a year ago, I went down to my place, my hunting property, and did not take any precautions. And I was like, I got ate up so bad with chiggers or oak mites. I don't really know which one it is, but literally got ate up so bad. Like I was dying. I probably should have went to the hospital and got a shot or something. I have no idea if that's even a thing. But anyways, if there was an anti-itch product on the market, there is a strong chance I owned it and tried it. And this was my favorite one. And I've bought this one time and time again for like anti-itch purposes. So if you ever have anti-itch, or if you ever have an itch and you need it to be an anti-itch, go get this extra strength Benadryl itch stopping gel. Is where it's at. We gotta push that gate the other way. Yeet! Perfect. All right, let's go pick up a dumpster. I don't even know. I'll have to go over my notes. Oh, there it is. Let's go get it picked up. It's full of trash. I don't like taking that all the way down because it's downhill. And then if I try to winch that forward, it might slide and crash up against the cab. All right, I'm gonna pick them boards up and then we're gonna head to the landfill. Oh man, that stinks. They need to change their water for sure. Oh god, it smells terrible. I already know some of you are probably cringing by the fact that I didn't clean the rubber squeegee off and I got water lines all over my window. But guess what? That window is a lot cleaner than it was 5 minutes ago. I'm trying to avoid going inside because I know I'll come out with a snack or something. Yeah. I really need to quit drinking energy drinks just to go sit in the truck. Drink an energy drink and then sit in the truck for 4 hours. It's not really a good combination. $76. All right, let's hit the road. That doesn't look like a fun job. Carry the trash can around and pick up all the loose trash, but I will give this place a lot of credit. They do an awesome job of picking up loose trash. They don't mess around with it. They've got a guy on a little like gator or something, and you'll see them for miles in either direction, up and down the side of the road, and they just pick up trash like in roadside ditches and everything. Because I'm sure they get blamed for everything. Every piece of trash in this town, I'm sure gets boiled down to and gets blamed on this place. They do their best to, like, constantly. I think they just have some full-time trash picker-uppers. Don't hit anything. Whoa. Pretty close to the, oh gosh, what is that stuff? I don't want to walk in that. Oh man. It is extra stinky. Extra stinky in here today. I think that's just sawdust. Looks like a bunch of trash. All right, let's hit the road. All right, I did go into Casey's. I got a coffee and a light snack. I'm trying to avoid going inside because I know I'll come out with a snack. So these are only 270 calories, just some meat and cheese. I'm gonna starve myself today, but within reason. And right now, let's start over. I've had a banana this morning. That's all I've had. I know some of you are gonna be like, "That's not healthy. You can't do it like that." I'm gonna do it. Have they cut down all the corn where you guys are at? Because it's harvest season around here, and they're kind of hit and miss right now. Some fields are full of it, some fields are not. That one's full of beans. Obviously, this one was corn. They always cut the corn first. I've seen some fields that are super dried out and ready to cut, and I actually just saw a field earlier that still had quite a bit of green left in it. I don't know the science behind harvest, but from what I've experienced in my lifetime from just doing drive-bys, is it's got to be basically dead. Like it needs to be dead and dry, and then they'll harvest it. If it's still got some green in it, I would assume that means it's still got some moisture in it, and I know one of the biggest things you need is no moisture in your harvest. So the more moisture content it has, I believe the less it's worth. But I don't know. I'm not a grain scientist or anything. This coffee's great, but it just seems like I'm hitting bumps and spilling it. Oh, speaking of, oh gosh, just like that. It's too hot to drink, so I can't get it to go down any, but I keep hitting bumps and spilling it everywhere. All right, back at this one again. This is probably the third or fourth dumpster this guy's running from me. Nice little fishing kayak. Thing almost looks brand new. Ooh, I didn't even see the Harley there. Nice. He's got him a nice dirt bike over there too. What's that? I'm the dropper offer. All right, got that one dropped off. If you noticed in the video, I was also trying to record a short film for YouTube. I was jumping all over the place with my phone. Yeah, we got that one dropped off there. Like I said, he's a repeat customer. That's third or fourth dumpster he's had, you know, within a reasonable amount of time, back to back, basically. The one we're gonna go pick up now is also a customer that rented two of them back to back. They were cleaning out their house and getting ready to move, and they are done with it and need it to go away because the realtor is coming by to take pictures, I guess, and they don't want a dumpster in the driveway. So we're gonna grab that one, and that'll be just about right because we got to be somewhere at 11 o'clock. It's 9:48 right now. Actually going to pick something up. I'll tell you what that is here in a minute. All right, dumpster pickup number 2. Holy smokes, they got that thing full of lumber and all kinds of garbage. I'm not going to be able to tarp that. That's going to be an issue. I hate it when people load things like that. We're there. We might have to do some rearranging on this. See these nails that are sticking up? That's an issue. Flip that Ford over. Save us a lot of time. This will be a good Samaritan. See, that bed's not down all the way. If I take that bed all the way down, I'm going to be facing downhill. And then that dumpster is on rollers. Even on the track, it's on rollers. So I don't want to take it down all the way and then try to winch it forward because it could just free roll all the way up to the cab. And we don't want that. Try to keep it flat or a little bit uphill until it's all the way up and then take it down. All right, we don't want to forget these. I got a really good deal on these
dumpster pads here. They were left at a job by a different dumpster company, and the customer had hired a different dumpster company at some point. I don't know when or why or whatever. But then for their next dumpster, they, for whatever reason, didn't want to use that original company. So they called me and they're like, hey, can you bring us a dumpster? Yeah, sure, no problem. I get out there to drop it off, and they're like, those pads have been here. The last dumpster company left them. They've been here for like a month now at this point. He's like, I guess they're not coming back to get them. So if you want them, you can have them. So I was like, well, I dropped my dumpster off and I left them sitting there by the dumpster. I said, if they're still there when I pick my dumpster up, then I'll take them. And I went back like a week and a half, 2 weeks later when they were done with it, and sure enough, they were still sitting there. So I was like, well, at this point, if they're going to be anybody's, they're going to be mine. Let's see. Got to keep track of my notes. 1, 2, 3, 4 dumpsters out. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, so we've got. All right, we are at the landfill. Ooh, that was so close. Let me show you what I'm talking about. That was so close. All right, we've made it to the next customer's house. See if we can get in here without hitting anything or anyone, or let's see what's going on. Neighbors across the street are highly intrigued about what I'm doing, like they're pruning their apple tree. We're gonna back in here ever so gently and then get out and assess the situation. This is what I bought, the slushy machine. I needed a new slushy machine because mine's not working correctly. So I found that one and I went and bought it. Let me go see. I think someone's home, maybe. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to put it in the driveway. I don't even know what door to knock on. Hello.
Howdy. Hit that right.
Is this where you want it?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
it's maybe a little bit that way. That way I can get my riding lawn more out.
A little bit that way?
That way.
Forward? Okay, yeah, I can do that.
I may have. I don't know how long it's going. The way Chris talks, it'll be full tomorrow. So.
Okay. Yeah.
And I didn't think there was that much water damage down there, but.
You never know until you.
James at Dittmer wanted to do it. It's like everything that's on the floor is in plastic or on a plastic pallet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But James, before he brought his crew in, at Dittmer wanted it cleaned out. So
Yeah.
we just got to.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll pull up a little bit and get her unloaded. Yeah, you bet. Oh yeah.
And it's like we're gonna have to ship a porta potty or something like that
Yeah. Well, if it's not full when he's done with it, you can hang on to it for a little while if you want. If you got some.
Well, actually said anything that you want to throw in there, and I told my wife, those two chairs in my old pickup truck. She said, those were $500 a piece. I'm like, you didn't pay anything for them, and you can't put something under a tarp for 2 years and expect it to still be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah, you bet. See you later. You guys catch all that? He's kind of hanging out with me and watching, so I'm not going to take the camera out there. Not quite that sophisticated yet. Make sure I won't go hit nothing. Will that work? The back of it right there? Yeah. I know it. Alright, we got that one dropped off. Didn't get much outside recording done. He was a talker, and I didn't want to make him uncomfortable by having the camera out there, so there was not much recording on that one. I think, let me double check my notes, but I think we're done with dumpsters today. I feel like there's something else I was supposed to do though. Pick up, done. Deliver, done. Oh, dang it, I forgot to go to that guy's house. That's what I forgot to do. Gosh darn it. So let me tell you a little story real quick. There's another dumpster business in this town, a little small guy like me. He's been around a lot longer than me. And he had some issues recently to where he wasn't, his truck was broke down. He was having some health problems. And he had a lot of dumpsters that were out to customers. And he was down for quite a while. And I have had several, over the course of the last 6 months, several of his customers call me and say, hey, is there any way you could come pick this dumpster up, dump it, and just bring it back to my house because it's been sitting here for like a year and I can't get the other guy to return my calls or come pick it up, and like I just want it gone or at least emptied. And first of all, that's not really right of me to go handle his equipment. And second of all, his dumpsters technically don't fit on my truck. It would be kind of a situation for me to do that. So, in the past, I know the guy on a personal level, and in the past, when his customers have called me, I would call him because he'll answer the phone when I call him. And I'm like, hey, just want to let you know, just so you know, this person is contacting me, wanting me to handle your dumpster. And he's like, oh, yeah, dang. He's like, oh, I'll give him a call. I'll take care of it. He's like, okay, I forgot about that one or whatever. All right. Well, then a month would go by, and that person would contact me again and be like, are you sure you can't do this? Because he won't get a hold of me. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I've tried to contact the owner of the company. I don't know. So that's where I'm at on that deal. I'm supposed to go look at this guy's. So anyways, this guy messaged me, and he's like, I got another company's dumpster out here, but he's been here for over a year and he won't come get it. And I immediately wrote him back, and I'm like, is it this company? And he said, yep. I said, well, you're not the first person that's asked me to come move his dumpsters. I was like, normally I just tell people I can't do it, but I'll come take a look at it. And I keep not having time or keep forgetting to go take a look at this situation. But that's where I'm at on that deal. All right, so after my little conversation between me and the camera, I decided the right thing to do was to just call that guy again. So that's what I did. He answered, and I said, hey, I just want to let you know that one of your customers has reached out to me inquiring about me moving one of your dumpsters. And he's like, well, who is it? And I told him. And so here's the deal behind it. He's kind of got a lot going on dumpster-wise. And I don't want to say anything bad, but he doesn't have much nice equipment. Everything he's got is just kind of seems like it's on its last leg. But he has cable pull cans, which is what I have, and he also has some hook truck, which is like the hook that goes over, picks it up, and then puts it back on the truck. He's also got a hook truck, I guess. I didn't even know that until just now. That can that is at this particular customer's house is a hook truck can, so I wouldn't even be able to move it anyway. And he said his hook truck dumpster is still broke down. So I was like, hey, I'd be happy to go pick it up and help you move it if I can. I said, but it sounds like it's not even a can that I can physically move with my truck. And he's like, yeah, I don't think you'd be able to. So just so you know, your customers are calling me inquiring if I can come move your cans. So he's like, I appreciate you calling, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to text that customer back and just tell them that I'm not able to move a hook truck, that style of can. So that's what that deal is. We are done with dumpsters today. We're going to put this truck back in the lot. I'm going to hop in my other truck. We're going to go home, and I'm going to start getting ready for barbecue because I've got food truck Wednesdays tomorrow. Every Wednesday we do the barbecue truck, and tomorrow's Wednesday, and I have done practically no prep work for this. So I've got a lot to do. That's what we're going to do. So appreciate you guys watching. I hope this turned into a decent video, and I'll catch you on the next one.